And we continue, comrades, to be committed to collective bargaining and to also improve the rights of workers and also trade unions. We want to see our trade unions becoming stronger and stronger. And when it comes to collective bargaining, we want the collective bargaining system, yes, to remain strong. And because there's always competition between workers and employers, there will always be conflicts, there'll always be tensions, and we say we have managed to address those contradictions, and we will continue to do so. Now, comrades, we must continue to celebrate these achievements and make sure that the gains of freedom that were realized through our progressive social policies are defended and advanced further in the decade ahead. The ANC has remained loyal to the pursuit of the national democratic revolution and also advancing Africa's renaissance. There have been missteps, because in life, nothing is ever perfect. You make mistakes, you make missteps, you stumble, but that is the nature of life. The important thing is whether we are moving forward. And we, as the African National Congress, can testify to the fact that we've continued to move forward. We've continued to see improvement. The lives of our people have been improving since 1994. We have not been stuck in one place. We've always moved forward. At times, going one step back, but always moving forward by 3 steps. And that is how we have prosecuted our national democratic revolution. And because we are dealing with complex transformation processes, but all our programs and initiatives and actions, comrades, have been aimed at transforming South Africa to eradicate the stubborn legacy of apartheid, of colonialism, and yes, of patriarchy as well. And we have been making progress, and we will continue making progress. Bayathanda noma bathandi, thina siyaqhuba siyaphambili. They can stand on the wayside, baqhube bathi nywe 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 nywe, thina siyaqhuba siyaphambili, because we are the African National Congress. We shall, comrades, never betray the vision that was set out and espoused by our forebears in the Freedom Charter. Go Freedom Charter, comrades, asijigi. Of March, and we are going to remain committed until, as they said, these ideals that are set out in the Freedom Charter are achieved, and we shall work together side by side until we have attained those ideals. Now, comrades, the fundamental question we have to ask ourselves on the 30th anniversary of our freedom, we have to ask ourselves whether South Africa's transformation from divided past may be halted, whether it will even be reversed, or whether it will be diverted, or whether the democratic renewal and national rejuvenation will in the end gain impetus. Those are the key questions that the National Executive Committee asked itself as it issued this statement that I am delivering. We know that there are social and political forces that are working very hard to undermine the gains of our freedom that we've made over 3 decades. They want to stop the people's march to a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic and prosperous country. The anti-transformation forces are converging in pacts. They are forming various pacts. These are all packed, there's packed that, and so forth. While at the same time, they are seeking to fragment the forces for change through splinter groups and smaller parties that want to contest the ANC. Another anti-transformation tactic is to ensure that the ANC is locked up in internal struggles that will weaken the ANC and destroy it from within. They actively encourage rebel breakaway groupings to erode the support base of the ANC. Often these comrades start as factional groupings, factional conflicts within our movement. But when the movement pushes ahead with a program of renewal, they then start changing into opposition parties that are as opposed to the ANC as the right-wing opponents of transformation. In fact, they even become worse than those right-wing opposition parties because they come through as real snakes, snakes that are ready to bite our people. Some of these parties masquerade as more radical than the ANC, but their revolutionary sounding slogans and rhetoric cannot hide the reality that they have common cause with the forces opposing transformation. The shared goal of all these forces is to deprive the ANC of the ability to use state power to continue with the process of change and transformation. The ANC-led alliance and the broad progressive movement remains the only reliable force that is capable and that has a tradition of uniting and working with various social forces to advance the national democratic agenda. Unique among political formations in South Africa, the ANC has been able to work with workers, to work with women formations, youth progressive organizations and professionals, intellectuals, business people, middle strata, faith-based organizations, cultural activists, traditional leaders, and various community-based and non-governmental organizations to achieve social and economic change. So, comrades, the onslaught against transformation should make us more determined this year to succeed in building a better life for all and to be more deliberate and resolute in renewing the ANC. So mina ke ngithi asibasabi mabeze ngobuningi ngoba asibasabi futhi siyabafuna and sizobangena ngoba asisabi lutho futhi asinawo umona sithi wozani nizosithola kahle. Now, comrades, with all this, as they are plotting and ganging against this people's movement that has brought so much transformation to the lives of our people, what then should be our tasks? The National Executive Committee has decided that the tasks announced in 2023 in the January 8th statement should remain the focus of our movement in 2024. Given that our country will hold the 7th national and provincial elections this year, our added overarching priority is to work for a decisive ANC election victory so that it may obtain a clear mandate. Comrades, we are working and going to work for a clear victory. When they look at us, but you know, iphelile ANC. When they look at us, but we are going to get less than 50%. Abanye bathi we are even going to get 30%. Logo kukhulunywa ngabantu abangasazi, abangayazi ANC. ANC kaLuthuli, ANC kaMandela, ANC aka John Langalibalele Dube, sithi wozani nizosithola kahle futhi siyanfuna ukuthi siye ekhethweni ukuthi we must be able to separate those who are able to govern this country and those who are not. Because bona babona ngathi hayi kulula, they'll be able to govern this country. Oh, mame. Wozani nizosithola kahle.